Going to really tough. I lost a lot. I think I didn't get any win. Yeah, I had only one win, which was BTC. Alright, without much ado, let me just jump right into it. What I was expecting, what the trades I took. So I think on Monday I didn't actually take any trade. Monday I was contemplating with taking a trade here, but because it was on the 5 minutes, I didn't consider it, and I learned from it and I implemented it on another trade, which I also lost. So you can see that on Monday, this is what we had. We had our demand zone here. So if you take a critical look at this, you can see that price came to tap this area, and then all of a sudden just started rallying up to the upside, and that was it. That was the entire move on Monday. So you can see we had a break of structure here. Another break here on the 5 minutes. But most of the time 5 minutes are not really reliable like that. So it's good for you to it's good for me to like really size down when it comes to this one. But I missed this entire move. It was very nice move, but I missed it. It is what it is. And on Tuesday, so that was the trade I didn't think I missed. That was the trade I missed on Monday. So we can see that Monday went up. BTC. So you can see that I have this chart. I've not cleared it. So BTC were on Friday. Price came all the way down to the side, and you can see that price started rallying up again. And you can see price was just breaking structure. So the first structure was this one. Price broke the structure, and then the second structure was here. Price broke this structure again, and then I placed my buys around this zone. Why? Because there's a demand zone here. So break of structure first, then demand zone, and price came all the way to tap this zone and went straight to come and hit my TP first. But this trade, I didn't take this trade because I wasn't active around this trade, but I was just measuring it. I didn't take this trade, but I took this one, and this one too. You can see the price came all the way to the same zone again and went up to come and break this one, the resistance, or the resistance came all the way to come and break this resistance, and which was very beautiful, a beautiful break. My target, or where I was anticipating that price will come and tap, was here though, and price is already there. And yeah, so it was only BTC I won. I took it on Tuesday. We are on gold. Trading all time high on gold is a bit difficult and all these things. So on Tuesday you see that price came to tap this zone around 50 there, this area 50. So price was around this 50, and price was struggling to close around above this zone. So I saw that okay, the Asian push price down, and I was like, okay, if Asian push price down, then price is struggling to close above this zone, then I think this zone will reject. I'm seeing that this zone will reject, so immediately I took the sell, targeting 1:2, because gold is very bullish. So I didn't want to target much, or my target shouldn't be far away. So I think here there about my target was just here about, and price just walked through my SL, and yeah, it is what it is. So price just walked through my SL, and even I was right, but I was right on the wrong price. On the wrong price, because it went all the way up to come and touch 63,675 and came down to come and smash my TPO. I should have entered around this zone, but well, I didn't get any confirmation. Well, it is what it is. So yeah, and then I went to consider another trade again, which was this one. I think I took this trade on Wednesday. I took this trade on Wednesday, and was it on Wednesday? No, on Thursday rather. We had news. So Wednesday, price came all the way to tap this zone. Why did I take this trade? So the first reason why I took this trade was price came to tap this area and came all the way down, and the way price is pushing down. I didn't see any volume for price to break this zone. Yes, and so price is just rejecting this zone. You can see price came closer to this zone, and immediately I was like, okay, let me just take the buys over here. So first of all, you can see we had a break of structure. First of all, look up a break of structure. So there's a break of structure first. Then I look for the nearest demand zone. So this is the only demand zone I had on like 30 minutes. Let me see whether I can see clearly on the 1 hour too. Yeah, so you can see it clearly on the 1 hour too. So I was like, okay, this is a strong demand zone. Then let me just take this trade. So I got an entry around this zone. I think just around this tip. Just this tip. And in fact, I was really and my target was just at the top here, because there is much volume here. The reason why I placed my buys over here, because there is much volume here. Price could literally come down again, so that was why I placed my TP here. And then yeah, so I think that was it on this trade. That was all I saw on this trade. And you can see that, and another confirmation was that, okay, price broke this trend line. It was forming a trend line, an internal structure, and it broke this trend line. So immediately it broke this trend line. I think I added another position here, two solid positions here. I was so much confidence in this trade, and I was like, okay, let me just go and take a nap, because I took this trade very early, around 1. I was monitoring it until around 1:30. I went to sleep. So the next candle I saw came all the way to come and hit my TP. Sorry, my SL, not TP. Came to hit my SL, which is part of gold. Friday I didn't take any trade on gold. I was expecting price to come around this zone, but price didn't come to that zone. Yeah. So that was entry. So I was seeing this as a trend line around this zone. Consider this a serious trend line. So this was my trend line first before I updated it, and my trend line, so you can see this was my trend line, and I entered the position around this zone, around this area, because we had price breaking this structure first, and right now we came to tap this zone. So after tapping this zone, first entry, so I was seeing this as a trend line around this zone. Consider this a serious trend line. So this was my trend line first before I updated it, and my trend line, so you can see this was my trend line, and I entered the position around this zone, around this area, because we had we had price breaking the structure first, and right now we came to tap this zone. So after tapping this zone, I break this trend line. To break this trend line, so I was fully the 130 candle, a 130 New York candle came to the 130 candle, a 130 New York candle came to news first. We had the news first, and price came to take me out. I was really pissed. It is what it is. And after that, I had to adjust my trend line. But by the time I saw this trade going, I was really late to enter, and I didn't want to get wicked by the 130 candle again. So yeah, so I just left it like that. I didn't update this trend line. Yeah, and the second trade I took was on Friday. On this trade, the 130 candle, a 130 New York candle came to came to take a boom. So this was news first. We had the news first, and price came to take me out. I was really pissed. It is what it is. And after that, I had to adjust my trend line. But by the time I saw this trade going, I was really late to enter, and I didn't want to get wicked by the 130 candle again. So yeah, so I just left it like that. I didn't update this trend line. Yeah, and the second trade I took was on Friday. On this trade, so this side we had a fair value gap here. So first of all, this was a fair value gap on the 1 hour, which was a beautiful fair value gap. So I was anticipating that there is a volume here. You can see that price came to reject the zone. I was like, okay, cool, then we are going to reject the zone. So I was looking to buy and come in. You can see there is a gap here. I was looking to buy to clear this gap or to come and fill this gap. Okay, so first of all, we had this how will I say it, we had this fair value gap. Then after that, I went to the smaller time frame to look for entry. So you can see this is not clear. This is not clear. Looking at this psychological level, this is a level where price was rejecting. So I was like, okay, let me just buy. So I bought it, and another 130 candle, and I placed my stops around this zone. 130 candle came to destroy me very beautifully, because my target was around this zone. Came to destroy me very beautiful. I thank God I didn't size up like that on Friday, because I had taken too many losses. I think 3 losses. So it's massively. So I didn't size up like that. Alright, so I realized that there was a trend line blocking this. And because I was so much locked into, or I was so much locked in, or let me say so much fixed on this buys, I didn't consider the trend line as being as a strong trend line, because we are in buy. So if anything, it to just be probably price coming to take me down and all those things. So yeah, and price came to just walk through into my this one. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. I really enjoyed it. And so the next time I was supposed to wait for price to just break the trend line, then I'll take the buys. But I was so much into this trade playing out, because I wanted to even add another position when there is a break, when the trade breaks this trend line. Alright, so yeah, that's it for this week. And this week was very negative, but it was looking at all the trades I took, it was a good trade, but it didn't go in my favor. I made a couple of mistakes and I've learned from them, made journal about them. So yeah, that is all for this week. I'll do